So in today's video I thought I'd offer a new perspective on vulnerability. Vulnerability. Fuck, that's a hard word. I've made videos about it before, but I thought it'd be good to clarify it once and for all. And so I think vulnerability gets a bad rep, and the reason being, as I've explained before, because we have this weird idea of what it means. It means to be weak in a lot of people's eyes. And then there's people that are constantly oversharing emotions, over depending on other people to validate them. You can call it people pleasers or whatever you want to call it, but that people that are generally trying to overshare emotions, and they will use vulnerability as an excuse as to why it's okay, and criticize others who aren't doing it as to, oh, you're not being vulnerable. And people that are being masculine or being dominating in one sense or another, being criticized for not being vulnerable. So vulnerability has become this weird thing that is allowing yourself to be weak, allowing yourself to be emotional, and that's all that it is. And that's not that saying that it isn't, because that's also part of it. But another part of it is allowing yourself to be masculine, allowing yourself to be out there, allowing yourself to be in people's face, showing up as you. And so vulnerability is all of it. I'm trying to work in a metaphor with water because now I'm surrounded by it. Similar to how water can be this huge, strong power, this huge force that can on impact break bones and destroy people and kill people and destroy things, destroy cities. At the same time, water can be this very gentle, soft, nice, cozy thing that feels nice to the touch and feels soft when we touch it. Similar, human beings have both, the masculine, the feminine. We can be strong and dominating and aggressive, and we can be soft and gentle and calm and peaceful and emotional. The new perspective that I want to offer on vulnerability is not that it's one thing or another, because vulnerability tends to be this thing that is just the feminine, just the soft, just the emotional. And that's for sure a big part of it, because a lot of men, they forget to allow that aspects to come out. A lot of women forget it too. And so that affects their relationships, both with others and with themselves. So the perspective I want to offer on vulnerability is staying authentic to us, allowing us to be ourselves. And when vulnerability comes into this is when we are ourselves despite the uncomfort that it brings. To give an example, that can mean that I have feelings for a person, or I just hold a friend of mine very close to my heart, and so I feel very vulnerable sharing that, telling that person, hey, I fucking love you, you mean the world to me, I think you're an amazing, incredible person. That can feel very vulnerable, putting ourselves out there, but it's true to me because that's true to how I feel. And so sharing that is vulnerable, and you can see it as emotional, you can see it as a feminine thing, but it's true to me. And so being vulnerable in that situation means being emotional, means sharing. And then in another situation, it can be that I'm in a group and I need to step up as a leader. I need to yell out to shut everyone up so we can plan a tactic, or we can make a plan of how we will coordinate or do something. And so in that situation, it'll feel very uncomfortable for me to shut everyone up, because I don't want to be annoying, I don't want to make them hate me. And so it's very uncomfortable for me, but it's true to what I feel that I need to do. It's true to me to be a leader and to take control of the situation. And so in that situation, being vulnerable means being loud, it means being in people's face, and it means maybe making people upset because they might be fucking pissed at me for yelling at them, or for just being loud, and for trying to take control over the situation, for trying to lead them. That can be uncomfortable and frustrating to some people. But in that situation, it's true to me, and it's fucking vulnerable because it feels uncomfortable, but it's authentic and it's me. And so what vulnerability is not, is it's not me trying to pretend that I'm dominating, pretend that I'm masculine to impress someone, when it's not true to who I am, when it's not aligned with the person that I am. It's also not overly sharing emotions to kind of want to be validated by others, and therefore getting comfort from others instead of finding it in myself. So being vulnerable in that situation, instead of oversharing, would mean, how can I allow myself to be in the uncomfort, allow myself to be feeling unsafe, by being by myself and my emotions without needing others to confirm them, to validate me. That's fucking uncomfortable, and that's fucking vulnerable if you're capable of sitting with your emotions with yourself. And so it's not that vulnerability is one thing or another, it's that it's staying authentic to us, especially when it's uncomfortable. And that's my 2 cents on the subject. I hope that you can understand it. I hope that you can relate to it. And if you can, let me know in the comments. If you can't and you have a different perspective, I'd love to hear that as well. I hope you liked the video. If you did, I'd love to get your support by you subscribing to the channel. And regardless, thank you for watching. And remember to stay true to you.